Godfrey Chwanuka is a boda cyclist operating in the areas of Ntinda. He is a father of 6 children. He says he was to take back his children, but because of the raised fees, he didn't manage to take all of them.
I have 6 children, but I failed to take them back. I managed to take only one because of increased fees.
According to Chwanuka, earning has been slow for him as a boda rider because of the imposed curfew, limiting them to work up to 7 p.m.
All businesses are open now. It's only us, the bodas, that are going through this.
Some of the parents we managed to speak to are facing similar challenges and want government to intervene.
We want
the government to help us talk to teachers so as we pay in installments.
We visited some of the schools on the 3rd day of schools reopening to hear from the school owners. At Jesus College School, which belongs to former MP Kawempe North, Latif Sebagala Sengendo says they have allowed students to pay in installments to help parents cope up with the school fees situation.
So there are schools that have not increased their fees, and there are schools that have given parents opportunity to pay in installments, because we know that what we have gone through, the parents are not different from what we have gone through.
Sebagala urges fellow school owners to work hand in hand with parents to create a conducive environment for the students.
But they are financially constrained. And someone comes here and tells you that, please, my job is still not well. I'm not well in as far as my job is concerned. I'm still looking for a job, or I'm not yet in my proper business. But I don't want to see him or her seated at home. Why don't you take this half, and then as I try to move around? So definitely, passionately, we have to accept all those challenges. And
some MPs blame government for not doing enough to regulate schools when it comes to charging school fees.
Because government has failed to manage education. You know, Museveni's government killed education. It doesn't need education. It will never know it. We are just crumbling as you are seeing it, and we are trying by error to run education.
They say they are going to sit in the committees of parliament to regulate school fees.
Meeting tomorrow as a committee of education and the budget. Those are the areas we're going to start with before we go for the budget.
I want to employ my colleagues to make sure that we appropriate enough money for particular government schools so that we can have, at least we can be able to run our government schools as mandated.
On the issue of money that was supposed to be given to private schools, some MPs believe it was embezzled.
And as Parliament, we are going to make sure that we put pressure to all institutions to investigate, including Parliament, because our other role is to make sure that we look into the issue of value for money.
Prior to reopening of schools, the First Lady and Minister for Education and Sports, Janet Museveni, advised schools owners, especially in the private sector, against the hiking of school fees, which she called unfair to parents. Despite her pleas, some private schools have turned a deaf ear and gone on to charge exorbitant fees to parents. Ramla Katumba, CTV, PM edition.